Ooh, my gosh, I can hear myself because of you. Oh goodness, that was ooh, that was a big oof. Anyways, hello everybody, how are you guys doing? I am Tragic Loss, and I am joined here today by our lovely cabbage mechanic. Tragic Loud, I know.
I am joined here today by the lovely Tragic Loss, aka Raptorino, as we call her around the office. Hope you're all having a wonderful week. Hope you're all making good progress on your battle passes and whatever other World of Tanks goals you have set for yourselves. I'm excited to talk to you guys about ranked. Apparently I sound wonderful. Glad to hear.
For the first time in forever. For the first time in forever.
Are you going to get us DMCA'd? I don't even know if that's a song or not.
So the thing is, acapella and completely mixed on your own should not get you DMCA'd.
Well, I don't know who Al Capella is, but hopefully he won't sue us.
Al Capone? I don't know. Anyways, I hope you guys are having a wonderful Tuesday. It is very early in the week, as per every single Tuesday stream that we have is. We are going to be doing platoons today. If you guys are on Twitch, you'll possibly notice that if you scroll below our stream, you don't actually see the platoon queue list as it usually is. I think Twitch may have broke extensions, so unfortunately we don't have I know, right? So unfortunately we don't have that. So in order to get you guys into platoons, what you will have to do is you're going to send me a message in game, and we will add you to the platoon as in order of the thing. You guys see it on your end? What?
Okay. I don't see it on mine
I'm gonna have to check. If you guys can see it, we're still gonna use the we're still going to use the in-game system, mostly because if I can't see it, that means we can't use it. So in that case, my other thing is, if you can't see it, are you using Google Chrome? And if you are, then I think Google Chrome broke Twitch extensions.
Let me check on Firefox.
But yeah, anyways, we don't have too much going on. There are a couple of announcements that went up today. One of them is the artillery. You could probably see our title. The HE and HEARTY changes that were proposed are going to be on this iteration of the sandbox server. That is why I lovingly named it the HEARTY changes together on sandbox. So definitely
I can now confirm that I can see the extensions on Firefox.
Okay, so then they're broken on Chrome.
Indeed.
So I still can't see it because I'm not gonna spend the time to log in. Anyways, like I said, we're gonna go by messages. If you don't know what my in-game name is, it is right below my face, so you should absolutely know what it is. Otherwise, so the HE plus artillery changes, the HEARTY changes are together on Sandbox. I love the way that I've done that. I've combined them. Otherwise, Steel Hunter, I believe, is still going on, so if you guys are participating in that, definitely participate in that.
Until April 12th, and just a reminder, folks, if you are someone trying to work your way up the battle pass, the best way to do it right now is to do both the Steel Hunter missions and the random battle missions. You'll get the maximum amount of bonus progress that way.
Yes. So there's that, so you get to progress through your battle pass. Battle pass is obviously going on. And then I know that a lot of people over the past couple of years...
Steel Hunter reopens April 12th.
There we go.
We should clarify, yeah.
Yes. Outside of that, there are a couple things going on. Obviously, Battle Pass, you can get progressive styles. We also have the Simply Nuck 15v15 tournament. It does have a cash prize. Registration ends on April 3rd, so if you're thinking of participating, definitely get yourself registered as soon as possible. If you guys hear the wind, that is probably because I have a fan going, which means I may have dingused on my what's it called? My noise gates. So I'm
I
going
think
to fix that.
you might have undersold. I believe it is the Snuck Master League.
Ooh, there we
Master
go.
League. It's very cool sounding. But if you and your friends consider yourselves elite World of Tanks players, you're definitely not going to definitely not going to want to miss out on the awesome cash prize there that Simply Nuck is putting out. And of course, check out Simply Nuck. For those of you who don't know what Nucks are, they're really small PCs essentially, and you can go to simplynuck.com and check out. They offer a lot of great solutions for people who need, really powerful PCs that are really small in size.
Yep. And then, so I'm seeing a lot of questions about ranked and battle pass. Do you know the answer to that one? Because I actually don't have an answer for that one.
Just a moment.
Okay.
What is the question? Does ranked battle work with battle pass? Ooh.
Yes.
I don't actually know off the top of my head. My suspicion is no, but I want to check.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Sorry.
Okay. But yeah,
It
so...
does, okay. Rheabicus says it does.
Okay, cool. But yeah, so, are Nuck PCs easily portable? Yes, they are. They are literally, like, this big. Like, you could... So, one of the things that I always liked making fun of was the really small form, Alienware PCs. I always joked that they were about the size... Like, bigger than a college textbook, but you could literally put it in a backpack, and if you really need a really expensive bludgeon, you could use that. It is smaller than the Alienware PCs, and they're incredibly powerful. Like, I've seen them in action. Like,
yeah, they're great. We have some CCs who
yes. You can play World
Simply
Tanks on a Nuck.
And yeah, they even use them to play World of Tanks and stream with them.
Yep.
I know Amis Fixin, if you guys remember, hopefully she gets streaming again soon. Used to do that.
Yeah.
And the one thing to note, of course, is they don't include a monitor, so you have to account for that. But other than that, they have all the advantages of a bigger PC, but tiny.
Yes. But yeah, so outside of the, extension issues that we are having, our channel points are still working. So if you guys want to do things like request us to hydrate, or if you want us at the end of the stream to do some fill outs for bingo, there is, bingo is still working. So definitely do that. But yeah, outside of that, I think that's about it.
Yeah, well, we have a new sandbox coming up with the next iteration of HE cells and artillery. So make sure you guys keep an eye out for that, especially those of you who track the progress from the last one. We have on track to the Girl 15 for the first time ever. So if you have been waiting on that one, make sure you are taking advantage of it. And then, yeah, I want to hear what you guys are playing in ranked mode. What tanks, what vehicles are you using in ranked mode?
Yeah.
Let me know.
I am not a ranked mode player, so unfortunately I'm not participating, but good question. Good question. Are you participating, Cabmech?
Oh yeah, I always get into ranked and see how bad I can do.
Hydrate is boring. How about push-ups or sit-ups? So essentially anything that we can't do at the desk. We don't want to cut into our very limited time to do things. And on that note, we did get a hydrate request, so definitely hydrate.
I like what you're thinking though, 60 year.
Yeah, definitely. I know that Goose does jumping jacks and stuff, so I think it's a fantastic idea. Unfortunately, yeah, we're a little limited. We also don't have like the ability to with the green screens the space to, so would love it. Unfortunately, I can't.
And don't forget that there is a pretty sweet reward for this year's ranked season, the brand new Skoda T45 heavy tank. So if you're interested in a brand new vehicle, make sure you check those out. See if it's something maybe you want to invest the time into earning.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, so on that note, we are going to be doing a tier 2 count-in. I will type it out in chat. Tier 2 count-in, so please be aware. And like I said, guys, bingo stuff is going to be at the end of the stream right before we sign off. If you guys are wanting to platoon with us, we only have a couple of people who have messaged me in-game. Make sure you go in-game and you send me a message. I'm going to be going in order by the chat little flashy tabs at the bottom of my screen, so definitely make sure you send me a message.
Tier 2 Blobbert, huh?
Tier 2.
He wants to be a Tier 2 boy.
Yeah.
Blobbert says the brand new Skoda T45 heavy tank, from what I've heard, it is a brand new average tank. Well, I mean, by and large, the average tank we release is going to be average.
Sly, yes, Azurus is broken because it's an extension. So anything that's an extension that we usually use, which is our Azurus, as well as what's it called? As well as our platoon Q list, I can't use. So unfortunately, I don't think they're running. So on that, we are going to do the count.
Apologies about the extensions breaking, guys. We're not going to be able to fix those today during stream, but we will look into that in the future. Make sure we get those fixed.
Use Firefox, it works fantastically. So I do have Firefox on this PC, it's just that I didn't know it was a Chrome issue. I just thought that Twitch broke their extensions, so.
Marcus Marcarius, I know I've said it right once. Says, in the sandbox, is RU beside the name mean bot? No, it means that players from the RU server. Players on sandbox are server tagged.
Okay. I
think you were joking with me.
Yeah, I was gonna say it works for. Yeah, I know it's working for some people, but
well, the good news is that Azurus will work for them if they don't use Chrome. It looks like.
So unfortunately, I'm not going to ask people to download another browser just so they can platoon.
If you have it there, though, be aware that it can work. You just have to not use.
Yes.
Maybe if you left Microsoft Edge on your computer, you could pop that open.
Yeah.
You're so inclined.
Hey, Cab. Quick question.
Mm-hmm.
You turned on the thing, right?
The what?
The crisp on Discord.
Mm-hmm.
Discord. Okay. Because I can hear myself.
I don't know what to tell you.
You need to turn some settings and change them. So, seem to work for me. Well, 60-year-old kid, if you are on not Chrome, it should work, but otherwise I can't see anything on that, so I'm going to say please just message me in game and we will get you into platoon. Otherwise, some of the other if Azurus is working for you, that's fantastic, cool. Definitely, participate in that, but because I can't see the platoon queue list, I'm not going to force people, like I said, to download a new browser just for this.
That's just how it is, folks. Cool. So I'm in the TKS, and Blobbert's over here in the T7 car. He was giving me a push. He was giving me a push up the hill, but then I hit a piece of debris coming out of the wall and promptly launched into the air and did 2 full rotations, a full 720. It was glorious. My TKS tankette is just a little acrobat. Shazarka says Sandbox has been really bad today. HE seems to do less damage than the last iteration, and everyone is still only using premium. Yeah, I kind of wish they would have turned off premium shells for that test. The problem is I'm not sure if it's that simple.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess we'll find out very, very soon. Oh, this poor Tetrarch. I absolutely destroyed his life. But I'm also very low on hit points because I got distracted and I was just like, let me just sit out in the open, do you notice in-game chat? What about in-game chat? Why are you playing tier 2 instead of engaging in some public testing on Sandbox? That's because Sandbox isn't open. I think it's, not quite yet open, so, Otherwise, totally would. Totally.
I do usually notice in-game chat, but I guess I might have missed a message in this game.
Possibly. Ah! No! I died. Oof. Sandbox. Oh, is Sandbox? I could have sworn it wasn't open until, not
Yeah, no,
today.
it's not today. I think it opened earlier.
Ah, okay. My bad. Well, in any case, I mean, everybody else is, free to try it.
Yeah, we haven't had great luck running Sandbox on stream.
Yeah.
It's not as a testing environment. It's not great for streaming.
Yeah. It tends to in fact the last time we did Sandbox for the arty changes, we didn't get any games with artillery. So like it wasn't really conducive to anything.
We'll go over the changes again a bit later though, just to let you know what's going on there.
Yeah. Which, by the way, speaking of, I will drop the article link for everybody. So if you guys want to check it out, you can. As we said, we're not going to be hopping onto Sandbox today. We just haven't had real good luck. And with a 2-hour limit, unfortunately, we are quite restricted in what we can participate in terms of that kind of stuff.
I'm actually on fire with the TKS right now.
Dan M says, I think that this is a bad idea, having Sandbox for 2 large changes. I think the idea of Sandbox is to make those, like, huge swaths of changes and see what sticks, essentially, and then cut back. So, like, make it a big change and then cut it back incrementally, or, like, cut back some of the other changes that maybe weren't necessarily the best. So I totally understand both sides, where it's just like, well, that's a huge change, like, can we really get good data from that? So, understand.
I did see Mystery Tanker was in that game trying to get into the platoon.
Mm-hmm.
But of course, our platoon queue is not working today, Mystery Tanker, just FYI.
Hydrate, by the way. If you guys are in chat, Iro is the second to only person who has messaged me, so it's been Blobbert and Iro. So if you guys want to platoon with us, send me an in-game message. My username is right below my face.
Warchild says, don't let Mystery Tanker join, you will lose. Lady May says, hello. How's it going, Lady May?
Okay. Let's see. Alright, I wanna pick a different tank this time around. Ooh, Actually, what do I want to pick? I don't play tier 2 often enough.
I don't either. I'll just play the tank because it's cute.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna continue with the well, the shortened version of the full name is PVLVVFM, so I said the or the 42.
Robert said, don't let Warchild join you, fall asleep. Wow, Warchild, you're never gonna live that one down, are you? It's Warchild.
But the first round of testing uncovered a lot of issues, so... Oh, no, definitely, Dan. Like, one of the biggest reasons for, like, Sandbox is, for one, it allows us to make those big swathing changes, and then from there, obviously, when there are issues, that's kind of the idea of, like, okay, let's tone it back. In fact, the first round of attempts at the HE changes, we had 3 different sandboxes, I believe. The first one was like overtuned, like it was like HE was weak as heck, and then we changed it to the other way around and kind of went the other direction, and HE was doing a lot of damage, and then we toned it back to be in between the two, and I feel like a lot of people thought that first one was kind of the end-all be-all, so we didn't get... I don't remember getting a whole lot of people who were giving, like, a ton of feedback, so kind of unfortunate, but, you know. Anyways.
Shut tier 2 here.
Yes.
And yeah, I think these 2 specific changes don't have a lot of overlap, so I think it's probably fine to test both at the same time.
Yeah. Especially since kind of like the first I guess the first iteration of HE changes didn't include artillery as changes, like they didn't get changes to their HE. There was nothing done to the HE on artillery for the first round, so I think combining them kind of, kind of helps get a bigger picture of the two combined, I guess.
Yeah. And if you're going to go play in the sandbox, really good idea to go check out those vehicles that are HE dependent, because those are some of the ones we're focusing on the sandbox. So go try out your KV2, go try out your FV4005, your EBRs, your Type 5s, your Sheridans. Go play around with those HE dependent tanks. Your M4A1 Shermans with the 105 millimeter.
Iro, what do you mean that the chat count is behind? We were in the queue before the count in bot said battle. Oh. I might have been a little bit early on the get-go. That might have been me. My bad. My bad.
Hey, Santiago, how's it going? Montague.
Siege Fiend, yes, you can platoon with us. We platoon any tiers, by the way. We always have whoever is our platoon mate, so whoever we invite, you will always be choosing the tier. If you try and make us choose the tier, I'm gonna be really disappointed, and I'm just gonna tell you to pick a tier. Outside of that, anybody, like I said, who messages me will go in order by my chat tabs. So if you message me, you are in the queue for today, because I can't see our queue extension, unfortunately.
So Blobbert's on the other team. Itchy Crit says the 279E and the Conqueror aren't on the sandbox. Both of them are HE dependent to pen. So those vehicles have been excluded for now from the sandbox. But there will be more testing with them later on.
Yeah. Who wants one of my famous hugs? Not with your tank. Thank you very much.
But yeah, definitely go try out those other HE dependent vehicles like the KV2. Mm-hmm. And those vehicles were left out of the initial HE changes. People were concerned that they were going to get ruined. And the devs promised to look at those separately individually, and that's what they have done.
Yeah. I always appreciate that the devs are really keen on that kind of stuff. Like, oh, you guys really like playing this tank with this style. Like, the KV2. Like, the thing is, the big gun on the KV2 isn't the only gun that it has, but people liked it so much. But people liked it so much that not only did we get the KV2 Ragnarok, but we also, the KV2R has the big gun on it, and I love that. I'm sorry,
If you use the small gun on the KV2, I don't know if I can help you.
People who use small gun KV2 don't know joy.
Don't know joy. Or they're just contrarians. They're just contrarians.
Yeah, that too. It's either one.
Flippy says you could run the 105 on the M46. That doesn't mean you should.
My goodness.
It's true. True.
The M46 patent does not need more people roasting it for other reasons. Tog2 Spaliner? What about Tog2 Spaliner? No. Everybody is like tier 2 and stuff. I do not see.
Jolly says, "Howdy, Seal Clubbers."
Howdy, Jolly. I'm not good enough to Seal Club. I don't know about you, but you're making some big assumptions about my skill level.
Yeah, I'm in a TKS. I don't think I'm clubbing anything. I mean, at best, it's like a pool noodle that I'm clubbing them with.
Pool noodle. Just slapping people with a wet noodle. Decker, I presume whatever gun is on, the tank, which is the big gun, whatever changes happen to one, presumably, the same will apply. No. Why are you sitting in front of me? I'm trying to shoot the... too light. That's fine. That's okay. I know you've been getting coached by Supernova. True. But, you know, practice makes perfect. I don't feel like I have the history of skill to be able to say that I would be seal clubbing yet. Maybe in the future, Jolly. Maybe in the future. Okay. So up next we do have Siegfried.
Decker says, so if they end up nerfing the KV2 HE, the KV2R will also get nerfed. I'm not sure nerf is not really the right term they're going for there, though. It is going to change. I don't know if it's necessarily going to be a nerf overall.
I already pointed that out.
But did you say that?
I said that whatever happens to, like, the gun / the shells will happen to both.
Oh, look at what Siegfried's busting out.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna pick this tank mostly because, man, I was having the roughest time in this tank. The roughest time. I've been, like, going through the Italian mediums. Oh my gosh. The P43 tear is, like, the bane of my existence. Tier 7.
Amazing style you have on there.
Thank you. It's the, Carnival. Which, by the way, I low-key judge anyone that says carnival instead of carnival.
Yeah, that seems like a really important thing to judge people about.
Mm-hmm. Very important. Anyways, we are going to be doing accounting.
Do you know what I say? Mardi Gras.
You know, I've never been more disappointed in you, honestly.
Why?
I don't know. Because Carnival is very specific to a certain culture, and I feel like saying Mardi Gras is just being like, I see your hand, and I am giving you an Uno reverse card.
They're literally the same celebration.
Yes, but what is specific to a specific other culture, so... 31 minutes in and no food talk. It's a record. I think we've actually made it to the last 30 minutes before. So.
See, if when food talk starts because of that message, though, that shouldn't count.
Yeah,
that's
no,
sabotage.
I know, definitely.
That's what that is, Sly Rascal.
It is sabotage. I agree. Okay. Sir Smack-a-Lot. Watt is not my thing anymore?
We're in the pipe 5x5.
Sad to hear.
Which, by the way, I did put Commander AF on my tank.
Nice.
So.
Itchy Crit says, for the sandbox, I'd like to see 30 CCs on Twitch. Wowie. Doing a public test for a few days, provide the community with really transparent testing to get them on board with the proposed changes. I think that's a noble idea, Itchy. It is a lot of coordination for 30 people, but I mean, I think CCs individually are going to be covering it on the test server with other randoms. So you'll still get the content from them. But it would be cool if there was a time that it was just all CCs. Maybe we could do a couple more proper tests with that kind of coordination. Less people shooting premium rounds.
Yeah. Richard Hughes says, please put things back the way it was before Christmas. It was the nail in the coffin for me. Haven't played since July. Wait, Richard, isn't July before Christmas? Am I wrong? Or... Because December 2020 is after July 2020. So did you play after July? I'm sorry, I'm confused. The timeline doesn't make sense to me.
I think he said he stopped playing in July, and then something. I can't think of what changed around holidays that would have affected that. What changes are you specifically upset about, Richard? Yes, we are on the NA server, Fran. Hey, Ishva, how's it going?
Hello.
Randall says that the CC, like everyone else, each have their own ideas on how to fix the game, and none are the same. Yeah, that's kind of true. I would say that actually a fair amount of the CCs agree on some topics. But yeah, certainly always the possibility for everyone to have their own opinion. You just did an Alolan Bunny voice.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh,
that was
I
very,
miss a Alolan
very,
bunny.
very Alolan bunny of you.
Yo, so anyone who's ever driven in the car with me knows that I make, like, I do commentary when I drive. Like, whether it's, like, making weird voices or, like, making sounds, I just do a lot of sound effects. So, you know.
And for those of you who have no idea who we're talking about, that's our old coworker and World of Tanks social media manager,
Pogo now.
Liz. Yeah, she's over. She's the lead global community manager over at Pokemon Go, and she is having a blast. Are you from USA? Yes, we are located in Austin, Texas.
Austin.
Or near Austin, Texas, technically.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I guess that's
Speaking of, and I know we got some local boys in the chat sometimes. Anybody else get that tornado warning last night?
Yes.
Woo! That we got hit by a gnarly hailstorm around 11:30. Woo.
See, I didn't get any of that. I only saw the lightning and whatnot. It was crazy. Like, came out of nowhere and was gone real quick.
Yeah, so there was the rotation was actually just north of where I am, which is I live further north than Tragic, so I think it was all a bit north of us. But
yeah,
Johnny said I put on my CadMax t-shirt to go to Home Depot, and my wife asked me to change my shirt.
Rude.
Really? No, I can't even go to Home Depot, Johnny. Really? Like, I could understand if you were going for dinner at the country club or whatever, but Home Depot? I can't make it in Home Depot?
Wow, that armor is thick.
Yeah, I know, Commander AF. It is thick.
Is Commander F in the chat?
No. But she's in my tank, so...
Did you get a Commander F credited?
I did get a Commander AF credited.
I need to get a Tragic and a Commander F credited. What tank should I put you in?
You should. How do you not have us? I'm actually surprised because I wasn't expecting. You should have them. They should be in your barracks.
Well, I'll check. Maybe I do already have them. What tank should I put you in?
I guess that's up to you. I think I put you in my 46 patent actually.
You get some crazy weather down in Texas. Yeah, it's been quite an experience. Oh, I missed my shot. I'm very dumb.
Mardi Gras means Fat Tuesday in French. Does it?
I just got one shot.
Oh, did you?
INSC 152.
That's what you get for being in the Scorpion. You know?
Yep, Blobbert. Thank you, Blobbert. Appreciate that. Yeah, I was playing very stupidly aggressive. You said suck in cab. I hope it was worth it, Blobbert.
It's always worth it. I don't know about you, but I love getting messages after battle. Like, I've been getting a lot more messages after battle being like, "Oh, I got you," and it's always like people are just like, "I chose your team in a team clash." I'm like, "Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you." I love some of the messages, by the way. And even on Reddit, I got. So someone was just like, "Did you have to lose so hard in Team Clash?" And I was just like, "It is literally in the name, dude. Like, I don't know what you expected. It was tragic,
You
but..."
signed up for Team Tragic Loss.
I like this vehicle.
You got him there.
Gross Tuesday. Okay. Interesting.
Zig Destroyer says, I call that fan mail. Yeah, I like that. There's a healthy perspective there.
You know, for the amount of people who, like, I guess technically now or have previously known who I was, it is surprising how little, like, hate messages that I get. Like, I don't actually
I'm happy to hear that.
Yeah, like, it's surprising because, you know, in chat, often people, or like in battle, people are just like, "Oh no, you're not a wargaming employee." I'm like, yes I am. And then the other thing is, like, the people who don't realize it, where they're just like being them in chat, and you get the message where it's just like real mean in chat. But that's generally only in battle. Highly favored, I know, right?
All right, chat, I want to play a game. The game is, what did Cabmac get in the mail today?
Ooh.
And if you guess correctly, I will credit you a prize.
you got a package.
Correct.
Yes.
Not correct enough, but correct.
Dang it. Darn. Kind of disappointing. All right, thank you, Siege Freent. Much
Didn't get a new
appreciated.
video. I wish I did.
Invite out to Mr. E. Tanker. Mr. E. Tanker is the last one in my message list, so if anybody wants to join, please do send me a message in battle. That is how we are doing things. Here, I'll even show my screen. Mr. E. Tanker is currently, well, I guess you can vaguely see it behind Cabmech's nameplate. Mr. E. Tanker is the only one left. So if you guys want to platoon with us, send me a message in game. Tragic loss.
So Winter's Dust had a shirt from WoW website. Good guess, and there's some great shirts there, Winter's Dust, but no. Money says 2 tickets to Paradise. No, I'm sorry, Eddie Money, not that. Hey, Chuck says a case of cream corn. Nope, I'm not tragic. Malika said that. Indrid said a set of spatulas. I mean, you can always use a good new spatula. Vesuvian Titan says you got chicken feed. Well, actually, that was yesterday. Vesuvian Titan. Yesterday was going to ship a chicken feed. Cabbage seeds, getting very close. Painted cow. A check no. Package from nuts.com. I have in the past gotten packages from nuts.com.
Nuts.com is honestly amazing, by the way. If you are a snacker, if you like snacks, go to nuts.com. I promise you that it is safe for work.
Yeah, well, yeah,
Promise.
they sell nuts.
They sell nuts. Well,
I had a friend who loved Good and Plenty's, and they'd order them from Nuts because you could get them in bulk, and they'd always be really fresh.
No, clubbed. We don't have every tank in the game. We do have our sheriff accounts, which do have every tank in the game, essentially, but otherwise we generally play on our personal accounts, and, like, I definitely try to avoid, receiving things, often on my personal account, especially when it comes to, like, showing things off to stream. But otherwise, no, we don't. This is my personal account. I've had it since 2013, so.
Did not get voted out for self-reporting a package, but I appreciate the Among Us reference, Blobbert. And I did not get one of those PCs I've been promoting. I didn't get tomato seeds. I got potatoes. Seed potato. I'm gonna go open the box while Tragic talks about her thing.
So, I do have an invite out to Mr. E. Tanker. You are the person up next in the platoon queue. But HelloFresh package, maybe, I don't know. But yeah, when are you going to stream to? You mean my Twitch account, insanely? I don't know. Like, one big thing is after work, I'm generally kind of exhausted and kind of tired. And while I would love to continue, like, streaming for many, many hours, streaming does take a lot out of you. It does. Like, some people are just like, oh, you're just sitting there talking to people. Like, how can it... You know, I'm guessing the person that said that might be an extrovert, but, parties, like, if you go to parties, like, social interaction, kind of tiring. Kind of tiring, it can be. But yeah. Is Mr. E. Tanker in chat today? Is he, did he dip? Did he just leave us? But yes, if you have platooned before today, I would, if there is somebody in my list that hasn't platooned today, I will absolutely move them up in the queue, so I'll invite them first. So, on a vintage story? What do you mean a vintage story, Clone Society?
Is that a game? I don't know. But yeah. Food printer, some potato. Now you got me interested. Yeah, I'm growing some potatoes, and my seed potatoes just came in. Very excited.
Nice. That's awesome. Idaho taters. Fair. All right, so I'm gonna leave Mr. E. Tanker in my list, but otherwise, I guess it's gonna be Blobbert and Uncle Iroh all day today.
Well, that's good. If Blobbert's in the platoon, he can destroy me. So I like that.
Well, you know, Iroh would be able to, though.
True. True. Club Coma says, I was born in Idaho.
Are
Well,
you
we're
a
in Idaho.
potato?
It's a beautiful state. I have a friend who sells real estate up in Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. It's really, really beautiful up there. She sells like lakefront, waterfront property. And she's posting about it on Facebook because that's what realtors do, right? I've never wanted to move to Northern Idaho, but now I do because it's just nonstop, incredibly beautiful lake homes.
Oh no, only Blobbert and Iro today. I mean, I don't mind. But I
Tier
will
two.
say, Blobbert and Iro, y'all do have to switch up away from tier 2 at some point.
Yeah, maybe
AKA
we
after this
go
one.
up to normal tiers after this one. We don't want to club too hard.
Yeah. Tier 2. Get ready. What? Blobbert? I already typed it out. Me, insanely. You have to send me a message in game. You have to.
So,
Anyways.
Chad, I missed it. I want to see some tanks people are playing in ranked.
Ooh.
I think probably the STB1 is what I'm looking at playing.
Okay, I am about to. Nice. What did everybody do on St. Patty's Day?
Well, the usual.
Ah, that's fair.
I enjoyed libations and some corned beef and cabbage and listened to the Dubliners and was sad that it was the second straight St. Patrick's Day at home.
Yeah. How do I join y'all's platoon? Hacks, all you have to do is send me a message in-game. I'm going in order by the flashing chat tabs that I have at the bottom of my screen. So if you send me a message, I will go in order by people who haven't platooned today first. So if you haven't platooned today, you're gonna go essentially after in order. You'll see, you'll understand. I heard y'all got a switch, and I did it before I heard after this battle. Yes. No worries, Blobbert. I totally understand.
Alquire says, just got my STB1 and also going to play that in ranked. Says he put Tragic in his STB1. Nice.
What is your in-game name? It's right underneath my face. Super easy.
Danium says, tanked and talked to an old friend. Hey, there you go.
Nice.
We didn't work for most of the day, so.
JFR Holly says, sitting at home with COVID. Oh no! Quick recovery to you. Hopefully, otherwise your family and everybody else that you may have around you. I hope they're safe. I hope all of anybody ends positively.
Indeed. Cabmac enjoyed cabbage for St. Patrick's, so basically practice cannibalism. Gasp. Sure. Calica says, what do we do on St. Patrick's Day? All of us of Irish descent laugh and ask, seriously. Well, you never know. People are... Not everyone has the same traditions.
Yeah, true. I tanked and talked. Nice. Y'all are very, very quiet today, I will say. Oops.
Dude, we have a quiet audience today.
Yeah, I know.
It's probably because my microphone finally sounds good, so they got bored.
Right? Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! I'm super dead. This is a Panzer 1C. Woof! Loud noises. Loud noises? What's up, Alan? How are you doing? I have a mild case, but isolated at home till next week, but we're all coping. That's good, that's good. I'm really glad. I know, you know, everything ranges from very severe to mild. So I'm very glad to hear that, JFR. There are definitely some people who aren't as lucky, but, you know, we're not talking about them. So I'm glad that you're doing well. What's up, Gano Dan?
Says typed in tragic loss and chat says it doesn't know you.
What?
Ooh.
What?
I know you.
Crazy. It's strange.
Dylan says he had it 2 rough times for sure. Yeah. Feel for you guys.
Definitely. Check the spelling. NA. Yeah, are you on NA? That's the other thing. I am on NA. This is the NA channel. Blobbert just like reversing down that hill. Crazy.
That T7 car is a good time.
Did my St. Patrick's usual. Enjoyed a Mickey D's Shamrock Shake. Nice. What's up, Axel Grease? How are you doing?
Hey, that's a classic. Can't hate on that.
Yeah. Just north of you. No worries, old veteran. I'm just making sure. I don't know why it wouldn't say that it knows who I am. I would just try
Did you
again.
hit the search outside contact list button?
That's a good point. On NA.
That still didn't show up?
Yeah,
I
just
can't
make
imagine
sure you're
this is-
searching outside of your contact list. Because, unfortunately, I can only add so many people to my friends list, so, not everybody can be my friend.
Kindred says, any chance they're going to include the new platoon search features for random battle into Steel Hunter? I only have one friend, but we want a platoon with a minimum of talking to strangers. That is a good idea. I'm not sure about it, but if it's not working right now, it's probably... Oh, you do? Go
I
for
have
it.
an answer. So the devs do want to implement it for things like Steel Hunter in the future, but I don't think it was quite ready to be essentially linked up with Steel Hunter. So possibly in the future, but at this point in time, no. Our lovely product manager, Felipe666 Original, was telling us about this. But yes, it is wanted to be in Steel Hunter. Otherwise, not currently, unfortunately. So.
Claire says, not everyone can be my friend, but it's not because my friends list has a cap.
Oh. Well, you know.
Mercury must be in retrograde again. But at least it's not just hanging around pretending to be my friend.
Mercury must be in Gatorade right now.
That was a Sturgill Simpson reference that no one will get.
You're a Sturgill Simpson.
That might be the best compliment you've ever given me.
Unknown Soldier, I read that. I was like, this takes me back to 20,212. And I was just like, are you from the future? Because it seems like it.
This reminds me of the future.
This reminds me of things that haven't happened yet. Aliens. It would be great if Wargaming could care about their players. We do care. There's one of the reasons why we do these streams is to make sure you guys have a active and essentially direct path of contact to us. Like we aren't.
Well, cutting to that, what are you meaning by that exactly?
But yes, what Cabmix said.
What would you like us to demonstrate our care for you? I could riddle you something.
What shows are you guys watching right now? I've been watching a few cartoons recently. I started on Kippo. Anyways, it's on Netflix. And then there was, let's see, I did Kippo. I watched The Dragon Prince. Recently, I finished the most recent season. This one's not a cartoon, by the way. American Horror Story, 1984.
Just a second. Martin, could you post your username? I'd be happy to look into that ticket for you.
Yeah.
Okay, either the ticket number or the username we could use to look it up.
Yeah. I mean, Blobbert, not in global panorama times. So, unfortunately, no hugging.
Panorama time.
Yeah.
And I'm watching. I just finally got into the Formula One Drive to Survive series on Netflix, which people have been telling me I needed to watch for years, and now I'm watching it, and now I'm telling other people they need to watch it. It's really good.
Iro says, you should watch Avatar, The Last Airbender. I'm in it. Martin, if you just post the ticket number in chat, we'll copy and paste it, so that way we have it.
Or you could PM me in game also.
Oh, yeah, that's
whatever you're comfortable with. I'm Cabmech in game. CABMECH.
Okay. So Siegefried, I'm actually gonna get Alan in before you. But up next in the platoon queue, we have Alan, we have Hacks Machine, Insanely Average, As Old, and we have Explosive Surprise. Fantastic. So, all right, invite out to Alan Ooh, Star Trek. TNG.
Oh man, is that your first time watching through it, Dan? What a great! I wish I could go back and watch. If you haven't watched Deep Space Nine, you gotta watch Deep Space Nine next. Dan says, what was that again? Cadmac Formula One. It's called Formula One Drive to Survive, and it is it's basically a live documentary of the last 3 seasons. They have 3 seasons of the show, covering the last 3 seasons of Formula One. And it's each episode is like a mini documentary following a couple teams through a different Grand Prix. And if you're at all a fan of the human drama of racing, it's a must watch. It's very good.
So I'm gonna switch my screen real quick. So I just saw Zig said in the new Platoon chat window you cannot copy anything. If a player posts anything, you can't copy paste, which is fair. However, if you PM the person, you can still copy paste. So no worries from Siegefried. So definitely have someone, if they're trying to get you into a Discord, just have him PM you the same link. Still works.
I watched some before while in college, but missed a lot. Nice. Looks like we're going to be playing Tier 8, folks.
Mm-hmm. Tier 8. I gotcha. What do I want?
I'm going to be busting out the TS5 because I'm still enjoying the sweet G.I. Joe style.
Ooh, yeah. G.I. Joe style is great. See. Yay, nice.
How was Clone Wars coming? Clone Wars was great. I finished it a while ago. It was fantastic.
Which, by the way... Oh, sorry.
What?
I was gonna say, I don't know how many people have noticed this, but you guys can post about in your chat when you get that like automatic, hey, if you want to tell this channel that you got drops, it's available to do. So you can say drops, but don't do exclamation point drop or drops.
Otherwise Nightbot will come for you.
Yes.
Yeah, the last, I think it's the last 4 episodes of Clone Wars is probably the best non-original trilogy Star Wars movie. If you count those 4 episodes as one movie, which I would.
Catechus says, what drops are available now? It is the G.I. Joe drops. If you look into chat, you will see that Lyra Silva just said, I claim 2 Cobra emblems and 2 G.I. Joe inscriptions. Thanks for the drops, World of Tanks NA. You're welcome.
G.I. Joe!
Oh my goodness. But yeah, otherwise, we did get 2 hydrate requests, so I'm pretty sure I've hydrated more than twice for the couple that we had in the queue, but extra hydration.
Always good to hydrate more. I tweeted this a while ago, but it's weird how much of your adult life is thinking about whether or not you're drinking enough water.
Yeah.
It seems like such a silly, stupid thing, but I find myself thinking about it all the time.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's surprising how many things are dependent upon, like, your body having enough water to do things, and, like, how much destruction you can do to your body by not hydrating correctly. Or overhydrating.
Every friend group has that one friend who, like, forgot to drink water for a few years and then started drinking a lot of water. And then they start talking about how, like, just drinking more water is a cure-all for everything.
True.
Everyone has that friend. Or at least I do.
I have those friends. I have many of those friends, actually.
Not dihydrogen monoxide.
Everybody who drinks dihydrogen monoxide eventually dies. 100%. There's no avoiding it.
Axel Grease says the Cobra emblems look awesome on the first Cobra emblems look awesome on the Schwartz Panzer 58. They probably look cool on any black vehicle. Probably true. Good eye. That's definitely a good match.
Randall, you can say drops. I don't know if that was a mistaken space or if that was I'm trying not to get night botted space.
Everyone's a trauma because of the nightstick bot.
Nightstick bot. My goodness.
You say drop and the bot comes for you with the nightstick. That's what
Well,
happens.
you know, that's what happens when for like 2 weeks we had people who just came into chat with exclamation point drops, which is still banned. The commands are still banned. You cannot do exclamation point. You have to do just like the word drops, I guess. So.
Well, that
He's
Ferdinand is
tracked.
having a bad
He's
time.
tracked. Ooh, please.
he's dead.
Yes. Yes. Lack of water did not help me with I'm not gonna read out that initialism for fear of I don't know what it stands for yet, so I am absolutely going to Google it.
Elfie Wolf says most I drank was 13
Oh,
gallons of water.
atrial fibrillation. Interesting. Very fair.
Heart thing.
Heart things.
That sucks.
Actual
I drank
medicals.
was 13 gallons of water, Gatorade during a day of patrols in Iraq. I think the temp that day was 123 degrees Fahrenheit.
What
I have
about
experienced that temperature before in Phoenix, and it was so hot that they shut the airport down because the air was too thin for jets to take off within their safety envelope.
Yeah. Yeah. Which browser is currently working? Firefox is what we've had people say. So
And
definitely.
and wearing full kit, yeah.
Yeah.
Probably you're sweating so much. Dana says problems with not hydrogen enough. Saw a video of a woman passing away from drinking too much. Yeah, I remember that. Unfortunately, that happened in California, didn't I think in like San Jose?
I think you are correct. Essentially, the radio station that did that, essentially the contest was to drink a gallon of water and don't go to the bathroom for like an hour, and she essentially passed away because you can't do that. There's this thing that happens with your body where too much water, because of the balance of like minerals and stuff in your body.
It's a salt thing.
Yeah,
right?
It's a salt thing. Essentially, if the salt and whatnot in your the salt in your body is out of whack, you are going to wreck yourself very quickly. Essentially, your cells explode. Hydroxia.
That's why Gatorade has a bit of salt in it, right?
Yes.
Or electrolytes, is that it?
Yes.
It says M1A1 gunner in Iraq, easily 150 Fahrenheit inside the turret. Oh yeah, Tinkers have it pretty rough in desert environments. The chieftain has a story about what happened when the driver of his tank, when he was deployed, tried to take his socks off in the enclosed tank on day 3 of operation, and after the initial wave of revulsion, they essentially bullied him into putting them back on. But a lot of horrible human faculty stories like that.
Goodness gracious.
Can you imagine?
Not getting credit.
What is that smell? Jerry, put your socks back on.
What? Oh no, in the shade. My goodness. 2 parts water to 1 part Gatorade. I mean, I'm just gonna drink the Gatorade. Might as well. Water intoxication, yeah.
Maybe just don't overhydrate to the point of intoxication.
Unknown Soldier just said 3-day foot smell, and I immediately recoiled because I was just like, oh gosh. Oh, same socks as well, I bet.
He tells them much better, but next time we have Chief Ren, I'll see if I can get him to tell that one. Warchild says, when I was last patrolling in Iraq, I had very close contact with some enemy vehicles up on a tall hill. Hold on, that was last night on El Hill. Warchild, what are you doing?
Oh my goodness, Warchild.
I was worried that was going to get a lot smellier.
So we have Siegfried in our platoon. After Siegfried, it'll be Hacks Machine, Insanely Average, As Old Veteran, Explosive Surprise, and Wolf 44-7. So if I said your name, be prepared, essentially. Okay.
Yeah, GG on. Mr.
My
Grant says
address
yes.
isn't accumulating. Okay. Well, it seems like extensions are kind of broken. So unfortunately, I'm just gonna say don't use the extensions for today. Hopefully they will be working on another day, but otherwise, I am so sorry.
Looks like we're gonna be doing tier 6. Yeah, personally, when I do like backpacking or other trips where I'm not gonna have normal facility access, I will bring a t-shirt and a brand new pair of undies and socks for each day, even if I don't get to take a shower. Just because it's worth it. It's very worth it.
Mm-hmm. A little bit of hygiene goes a very long way.
Oh, putting those fresh socks on every morning is so much better.
Code question mark? Maybe. I mean, how's your nose feeling, Cabmech?
I actually have been almost sneezing all day, but now it feels fine.
Oh.
Maybe chat has to sneeze.
Chat, can you give me an achoo?
Oh, Wildebeest already did it.
Give me an achoo?
Wildebeest said achoo.
Achoo. Alright, there we go. Alright, I have positioned them so they are very visible.
Alfio says many soldiers may have brought baby wipes to the field to work clean. Yep, that's another thing I do. Can't say what we refer to that as on stream, but you know, it's a certain kind of bath.
Ooh. I don't want to know, but whoo.
Oh, there's nothing better than fresh socks, man. Nothing better than fresh socks. Fresh socks can change your whole day around.
Yeah, especially like what I'm thinking is like so I don't have as robust experiences as some of you all in chat, but you know, changing your socks after an entire day of being at like a convention, like it definitely feels
even that.
Yeah, it feels real nice once you get to you know, that point, and it's just like oh boy.
Yeah, that's actually like my biggest thing is people. So when we go to events like TwitchCon and stuff, you wake up at 6 or 7 a.m., get to the convention floor, you're on your feet for 12 hours, and then after people want to go out and do stuff, well, I want to go home and take a shower and change my socks, and then I'll go out.
Okay. What is the weekly watcher code? Clubbed, all you have to do is type WWC in chat, and it should give you a nice little whoop, information dump.
A nice little
whoop.
Whoop.
Whoop. Oh, yay, my phone finally saw the dino thingy. What did you do different this time? Because, there's a couple of things. Like, I did put it on, like, a little nice backdrop, so it has, like, a white outer frame, which I added, I believe, the time after I first introduced these, so hopefully that makes it a little bit easier. Otherwise, brought my phone in close. Okay, no worries. I would also recommend, if it's not scanning, just make the stream bigger, so we fill up your screen, and you can look at our wonderful faces.
And usually, some kind folks will post the code in the chat.
Yes.
So you can copy it from there.
You have to bring your phone in close. Yeah. But yeah, so, I believe I saw this person in chat earlier, but, Oatmeal Cookie, your name is today's weekly watcher code, so I hope you, do appreciate. Like I said, I've been, making our regular chatters into the weekly watcher codes, but very soon that process is going to change. So,
and don't sleep on the oatmeal raisin, boy. When somebody brings the variety cookie box, everyone's going nuts over the chocolate chip, the snickerdoodles. Don't sleep on the oatmeal raisins. They're delicious.
I love oatmeal raisin, but like only Only the, oh no. Only the, frosted kind. Because I have a sweet tooth and I love sugar.
Excuse me, say because you're 9?
Because I'm not. What? Where's
they
your
are
brain
really good.
process going?
They are really good.
Love frosted. Oh no, I was so close to hitting the M4. Oh no. I do love food. Food talk, yum!
Oh no! I just got
lasted pretty long.
M44'd for 587 damage. Oh no. Oh my body.
Cornel Sanders. Very, very oh no. I am very alone here. I am leaving.
Hope you two are doing good. Been crazy busy. Haven't been able to stop by. Have a good stream. Hey, Mr. Real One. Hope you're doing well yourself, friend.
Oop. I found the -2. Nope. I attempted the YOLO. No, please.
Freedom is indeed NA only. Our codes only work for NA.
Oh no.
Tragic's always like, I hear myself when you're talking, and Tragic hearing herself when I'm talking. Oh no!
Well, it's not my fault you have a very strange setup for your sounds, because how am I hearing myself? Do you just have me on speakers? Because
I don't. I have crisp on. I don't know.
it is not working as well as you would hope it would. You should maybe adjust your settings. Nothing worse than assuming you have chocolate chip cookie only to bite in and to realize it's oatmeal raisin. I mean, if you're expecting oatmeal raisin, it's never a disappointment. So, you know what you do instead? Assume it's oatmeal raisin, and then when you bite in and it's chocolate chip, you're just like, oh, heck yeah. I am pleasantly surprised. That is optimistic pessimism for you.
Unknown Soldier says, Cab can't help himself when you hang one over the plate. He's swinging. True.
Jeez.
True. And I like your baseball positioning. I miss baseball. But I don't want to join an adult softball league. That's kind of weird.
Why?
I don't know. It's not for me. Did you eat corned beef and buddy for St. Patty's Day? I did indeed. I had corned beef and cabbage. It was quite good.
Well, Jen, it's good that you can also type it out. It's just that I know for some people this is a little bit quicker. You just got to make sure you're like logged into your phone. But Anthony Ashbeck says, cool, the sand code worked on my phone, so now I can do the code while I'm at work and not wait till I get home. Awesome! I'm glad that this has made it very accessible to you. That's kind of the idea of me making changes like that, is making things more accessible to people. So I'm glad it helps ya. Salute me? Salute. Hello.
It's not a very good salute. Mine isn't. I didn't see yours. If you did one.
I don't know if mine was good either. But yeah, so Siege Fiend is absolutely carrying us. I don't know how much damage they did, but it's probably more than I did. Pay raise? Nah. I mean, I won't say no to more money, but I mean, I just figured it was like a natural progression. Are you guys rich? In friendship and love for food.
Like on a global scale, in terms of the average wealth of the average person in the world, I mean, as Americans, I think we're probably pretty fortunate.
Yeah.
I don't think by American standards we would describe ourselves as rich.
Yeah.
But you know, I feel very fortunate. I grew up in less good circumstances, let's say.
That's pretty fair. I know. My mom actually also grew up in very very opportunity lacking situation. So, in awesome pixel tanks, of course. Actually, yeah, I have many pixel tanks. There are plenty of pixels that I am
World of
rich
Tanks
in.
wise, pretty rich actually at this point. I think we've both been with wargaming for 5 years now. Have you been?
Yeah.
You got 5 years?
5 years.
So, so, you know, we've had some time to build up some World of Tanks wealth.
World of Tanks wealth.
Did either of you grow up on a farm? I don't think so.
That makes me sad, Rebella. I thought we were friends. You know you're rich when you can fill the bathtub with nickels and take a bath.
I would not want to take a bath with a bunch of nickels. Have you seen what people do with coins?
Oh, yeah,
That would not
is
be a
like,
sanitary
ugh,
bath.
No. Oh, thank you.
Exorcist, can we get the zoom out button your building's bug fixed? I know everyone hates it. I know wargaming thinks it's supposed to work. No one there. Yeah, I don't. Well, I don't think that anybody thinks it's supposed to work like that. I know exactly what you're talking about. I haven't asked the dev about that one in a while. I will put that on the list.
Retired USAF gamer. Why aren't my drops showing? Did you check your drops inventory? I do know that you do have to claim them. If you're saying they're not showing up in your World of Tanks account, I would highly recommend checking your Twitch drops inventory. So.
Dean says, anybody who eats corn out of a can is not rich. Exo says, I've sent in tickets and argued with them. Well, so you may have gotten that from a CSR. I don't think you got that from a dev, probably.
Wow.
But I'm sorry if you did get that from a CSR.
Yeah. Dean, insulting, but I'll give you that one. See, I am rich in my ability to make decisions to save dishes.
I would say that Tragic is rich in cats that want her attention.
Yes. 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 There's nothing else I could say.
Somewhere in the house, Jasper is like, my time has come.
He's right there. He's actually asleep.
Okay. He's gonna wake up and hop up on the desk.
At some point, probably. It's about that bothersome time.
We're gonna be doing some tier 7 here, folks.
I mean, I'm pretty sure that is the case for many bills. I'm not gonna read it out loud, but 60-year-old kid, absolutely.
I saw. Anthony says, I grew up next to farms. I remember carrying a very fresh pig liver home for dinner. I can't say I've eaten pig liver for dinner. That is a new one.
Okay. Fountain is going. In Del Monte.
Other livers.
Well, Fizzle, none, but I do have diamond hands. So.
Stellar says, some are rich and totally unhappy. Yeah, I definitely, you know, people chase the life that they think they should live based on their social envelope, right? So even on people who are relatively very wealthy, very often feel like they aren't that wealthy because they're chasing people they know who are even better off than they are. It's a vicious cycle.
Yeah.
Get some ducks. Don't worry about that stuff.
Old Veteran says, you found a cat that wants your attention other than when it's feeding time? Yes. My cats are kind of obsessed with me. They follow me around the house. They whine when I go into the bathroom and don't let them in. They will literally sleep on my chest. Like, I know some people are just like, oh, you know, I can't. Oh, hey, Tragic Win is on the other team. Anyways, I know that some people are just like, oh, you know, I don't like it when, you know, my pet sleeps on my chest. I love it. Like, I don't know about you, but, I like weighted blankets, so I just use my cats instead because they are warm and snuggly, and I get to pet them, and you get the little purring sound. You can't get that with weighted blankets. So
I do. My dog hates to. She likes to sleep in like my closet, like it's a cave. She doesn't like to sleep on the bed. Explosive Surprise says hedonic treadmill cab. Yeah, I think that's the basic concept. Sparky says ducks. I had Muscovies. Mean, but man, were they eggs good? We just got five runner ducks, and they are just now maturing, and they're very adorable. Inglewood Jackson. Oh, by the way, I love your name. Is that a reference to the old? Was it? It was the thing that Samuel L. Jackson and Chris Chelios made for the Oscars in like '95, right? Where Samuel L. Jackson's character from Pulp Fiction is a hockey coach, and one of his moves is they pull the shirt over the head and start punching him, and he calls it the Inglewood Jack. Anyway, love the name. Now that you have a relationship with Hasbro for G.I. Joe, when are we going to get Transformers emblems? I don't want to say never, but I don't know.
Never say never, but also don't ask us for a guarantee. That's the rules.
If you've never looked that up, by the way, and you are familiar with Pulp Fiction, and I highly recommend looking up, probably Inglewood Jack will get you there, but it's Julian, what's the character's name? But they basically play like he was Chris Chelios's youth hockey coach. Oh man, it's freaking hilarious.
Exo, that sounds like a really poor use of the things that I have at my disposal. Well, not disposal, but I have at my fingertips, which is both of my cats. So yes, I know I could totally do what you told me, which is play purring sounds on YouTube and get a weighted blanket. No, it's not the same. It's not the
Jules
same.
Winfield, that's it. I'm gonna have to go watch that after. I forgot how funny that is.
You know, the reason why this tank is the bane of my existence is I wish that the reload was faster, because it feels so disappointing to wait. Well, I've got it down to 6 seconds, but it feels so disappointing to wait 6 seconds when I know that the future tanks in this line get auto reloaders. I'm like, I want to fire multiple times. Why can't I do that with this? It's disappointing.
Raleigh says maybe add the Cobra Hiss tank to the game. I know everyone wants to see the real G.I. Joe tanks. I did see a lot of people comment, I should say that. So here's the issue with those. We can't filter those out with the historical filter. That's the reason we're a little more reluctant to do stuff like that. So like obviously with the style on the TS5, you can turn off the non-historical filter, and then that player can just see a normal TS5.
Yeah.
So that it makes it harder to add like purely fictional tanks.
I was gonna say, if you have played World of Warships, you will note that ships like the Azure Lane and High School Fleet ships, they have an option individually to toggle them on and off, and I believe that is just like... I think this is okay to share, but it's essentially like part of the contracts that we sign with some of these other brands, is that, you know, that was a thing. So, a little bit of insight.
Hello, Oklahoma. Hello, Dutchman. How's it going? There's a mod to get rid of all camos and skins. Ah, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
G.I. Joe should have gotten a TS autoloader. The TS5 is the TS5 is a really good tank, though. And I know
really
some people just don't like case-mated TDs, which I guess I understand. But honestly, the TS5 is actually a really good tank. Tank destroyer.
One of our tracks is damaged.
Ow.
Cranky Monkey says, Cab, Randy said to say hello. Hello. And hello, Randy.
Randy Man Savage! Oh, not the right Randy? My bad.
Wait, Randy Post?
What? What's happening?
Well, we talked about that last week. I'm friends with Cranky Monkey on Facebook, and he happens to know the famous race car driver Randy Post. And I accidentally friend requested Randy Post while trying to find out who I was mutual friends with.
We'll get him next time.
Oops. One of my highest win rates. Nice unknown. Nice.
Good evening from Slovakia, a beautiful country, Slovakia. I hope to visit in the future again.
TCP Thrasher says, are they gonna fix in the depot you can't sell multiple items at once? I hope that we could put that in. I know that one of our CCs was like specifically talking about that. I think you can like click to increase, but you can't like type it out. I can pass that feedback along because it's been brought up twice now, and I feel like it should be relatively useful to implement. So that's super annoying. Welcome to the conversation, Drunkard. I like your input.
LP says, any idea if the Edelweiss will come to from the Asia server to the NA server? So the Edelweiss is an example, and the Nameless, I believe, is the other tank. They're both from the Valkyria Chronicles. Those are examples of tanks we made that you can't turn off with the historical filter because they're their own unique hull. I don't know, chat. What do you guys think? Would you be okay with seeing those tanks on the NA server, or is that a hard no for you?
Yeah. Do you keep in mind that I believe both of them aren't real ones?
So. Yeah, correct. Neither of them is real. Hard no from Warchild.
I know that console has the Panzer 5-4 or Panzer 4 Gup tank, which is the Panzer 4 Grolzoon Panzer tank, and it's only like the tank but with a skin on it, so like very similar to the like Defender or the Mauerbrecher, or you know, the Primo Victoria. So
a smattering of people excited and a fair amount of hard nose. I kind of figured that's kind of what I figured it would be.
Yeah.
It's not in the schedule, but it is something we talk about occasionally, and usually that's always, you know, some people would like it. A lot of other players who want to keep things more serious and not having that filter really kills it for those players, which I totally understand.
Yeah.
Warchild says, I have both in Blitz and did a formal ad review for Wargaming, not for Watt PC. Yeah. And also the Nameless, if I recall, is quite good.
Blobbert, I have a really cool idea for a skin. Tier 8 Chimera shares the name with the flagship Star Destroyer. So unfortunately, Star Wars is now a part of the Disney franchise, and Disney is very, very strict about copyright stuff. So it can be really difficult to do things that are even illusionarily similar to anything within the I guess brand of Star Wars. So I'm gonna say for now probably not possible, but you know, never say never. Who knows, maybe Disney is just like, man, a game with tanks in it, let's do it. But
or maybe our biz dev agent is just that good. Sometimes I think she is. She's
incredible. Like, it is insane. Like, y'all who watched our International Women's Day women's panel, or Women in Wargaming panel, you guys will note who that is. It's Dylia? Or Dylid. Dylid, that's what it is. That's her username. They'll sew your pants off? Yeah, basically.
Yeah. If you guys enjoy the G.I. Joe stuff, you owe it all to her. She made that deal happen from beginning to end.
Something about unique mode. So essentially unique mode makes it so that you need to make sure your message is different from previous. So, I don't know what you were trying to type out, but,
Oh no, I bounced. Rip me. Good night.
See, I feel like I don't understand what people are talking about when they say this, but, hold on. Oswagachi? Is that how you say that? I completely dislike the new sound ching when a tank dies. I don't want to hear coins. Please get rid of that annoying non-combat sound. I honestly either haven't noticed it, or I don't hear it at all. So...
Tatum says, Women's Day thing was great. Got to know some cool streamers doing me. Yeah, that was awesome. Great job, Tragic.
Oh, hey, thanks. I appreciate it. Glad you guys enjoyed it. could do fantastical tanks in a different mode, maybe. My objection, if you call it that, is more aesthetic than historical. I think having really wild tanks and effects would change the feel of the game. Pretty Pixie, I'm going to take what you said and make a presumption that you probably don't like the way that the Type 59G looks, because it is very outlandish in terms of how it fits in with the overall feel of the game. So if that is true, totally understand your point of view, and I'm guessing that it probably bugs you that there are a lot of the G tanks now.
Shout out to Hacks Machine for having a monster GW Panther game. Absolutely carrying the team from the arty position.
Goodness, yeah.
Hermo Joman says we already have tanks that were only prototypes, and the vehicles in Steel Hunter do not exist either. That's true, but Steel Hunter is its own self-contained universe, kind of, and that, I think for some people it's easier to deal with, you know, a realistic-looking prototype versus like a totally fictional anime tank.
Yeah.
You know, I understand for people there is a divide there, if you will. And yes, Cobra Commander will be coming in the near future to a Twitch package near you.
Yes. I actually talked about this last week because we got that same question, and I got approval to let you guys know that it is coming. Obviously not in this Prime Gaming package, but the next one. I believe I asked to see if oh, you know what? This is a really crappy crew. I did ask to see if we could get the wording in the article changed, but one of the biggest things is when it comes to articles, in terms of when we do contracts with other brands, we have to get approval, and we have to make sure that the things that we write out don't change the meaning and are okay for that other brand. So, yes, the Cobra Commander is going to come soon. Just be patient. I can always check in again to see if we can and if we did get that changed. So. Yeah.
Manoob says all these browsers not working anymore. Actually, yeah, we're having some issues with all of our extensions today. Manoob.
I think it's just Twitch.
Unfortunately, yeah, we're probably not gonna be able to get it fixed during the stream, but we'll definitely look into it after.
Pretty Pixie says the G always makes me look twice, thinking it's the sheriff. So we did put out a article for the customer service section. So there's kind of a database of information, and we did put out a little explanation of the difference between what a sheriff looks like and what a sheriff in a Type 59G looks like, because the sheriffs are allowed to have the Type 59G. So if you want to go look at it, I can always find it very, very quickly. Otherwise, I think that's about it. Non-historically accurate are blocked from your matchmaking queue. See, that would... The thing about adding things to matchmaking, so adding rules... So, think of it this way. You have a bowl of candy. It's a bowl of assorted candy. If you continue adding qualifiers as to how these are sorted into separate bowls, the more qualifiers you add, the more difficult it will be to sort them out quickly and sort them out in a way that makes sense. So the more rules you give, the longer it'll take, and the less it may work out.
But also, it would technically be unfair to other people in the queue too, because you'd always have different kind of matchups. You would have to have two separate queues to do something like that.
Yeah. When are we
rather than just rules for one queue.
Very soon, Chaz. Very soon. It wasn't in this Prime Gaming package, but it will be coming. Subsequent to this one, essentially. So, Cadmec, you could probably answer this. Why are reward tanks not available in ranked, but are available in Clan Wars?
Well, Clan Wars is the mode that you primarily earn reward tanks in, would be my best logic. I'm getting bullied.
Oh, are you? Oh no. Oh, well, you know, that's what you get for taking an advantageous position.
Like going to a normal light tank spot.
Yeah, basically. Well, you know, if you go there looking for a fight, you're gonna get it.
I won! Thanks for the help, team.
Yeah, good job.
I really like that rank was all tech tree. Nice. Kaikasus, aren't there some reward tanked in ranks such as the K-Panzer 50T Concept 1B? Am I crazy, or is rank tier 9 now? Those are tier 9 tanks, aren't they? So how are they in ranked? I'm confused about something. Nacho says they are Clan War tanks. If not in Clan Wars or Advances, where should you be able to use them? We got Goose in the chat.
Hello, Goose.
Somebody
Hopefully
shouted
you're
Goose.
doing well.
Hey, Goose was sick. How you feeling, man? Actually, last time I talked to Goose, he was going to go get tested the next day. Oh, I don't hope that worked out for you, bud. Oh, I should not have peeked. That long, anyway. Oh, well, we did some useful work there in the middle.
Whoops. Too high. Ranged only plays tier 10. Yeah, oop, that was silly. Whoop. Ha, you missed.
Nice dodge, nice dodge.
Ooh, neat. He's pregnant. Oh my gosh, Goose, that's amazing. That's incredible.
Came back negative, he
Congratulations.
said.
Oh, darn it. You know, I was congratulating you, and now I'm disappointed. I was very happy for you.
FF8 says, I've decided I'm willing to exchange the cheesecake for a Reuben.
For Reuben?
I don't know how. I feel like I'm missing some context to that conversation.
FF8 is a very long-time Watt friend of mine, and, oh my goodness. I don't even remember what it was, but I think I had, like, gotten cheesecake, and I was talking with him in, like, TeamSpeak or something, and he was just like, you should share, and I was like, maybe, but also no, because I can't do that. And so literally ever since then, he always asks me for a cheesecake. And I've told him before, like, if he finds a place that will make a cheesecake and have me, like, Uber Eats it to him, I'll do it. But it's just an ongoing gag now, so. But it's fun, I love it.
There's a Reuben sandwich involved in the trade.
Sometimes we
Insanely Average is in trouble. Insanely Average just lost all but 77 of his health to 2 shots. That was brutal.
Bonk. Japanese cheesecake, yes. Oh, the fluffy, the bouncy. Oh my goodness. See, I'm hungry now. As per usual in the stream.
Old Vet says just have him go to Costco for great cheesesteak. Did you guys see that? There was a hot TikTok going around about Costco in Japan. Oh my gosh. Costco in Japan looks like paradise.
Have you seen 7-Eleven in Japan? It's
Yeah,
like an actual food place.
They actually like don't have this expectation that just because it's convenience store food it should be gross.
Yeah. So
Norway's the same way actually. When I went to visit my friend in Buda, he was like, "Do you want to go to the gas station and get a hot dog?" And I was like, "No, I do not." And he was like, "Are you sure?" I was like, "I mean, if you really think we should." And then we went. It was like one of the best sausages I've ever had.
Yeah. So FF8 says, I can't actually receive the cheesecake. That would ruin it. It's true. It's true. That's why occasionally, like, it gets replaced with other things. Like, I tried making a deal with him before and told him if he plays RuneScape with me, then I'll get him a cheesecake. He didn't take me up on that offer. Otherwise, AS Old Veteran, I did see your message. It's pronounced AS Old Vet. fair. Otherwise, I did send you an invite. Let me know if you got that invite. I am getting you into the platoon.
Well, I think that just in other countries, there isn't necessarily the expectation that like your fast, convenient food it's okay for it to be gross. So the quality standards are much higher in, say, Norway or Japan.
Don't see anything on the screen. I sent you a message. If you're not receiving my invites, make sure you go into your settings and make sure that you turn off invites from friends in Garage. And then, Wolf, I do see your message. I'm going to answer it quickly. Anything being done about the rash of self-destructions to deny HP? Yes, it is considered unsportsmanlike conduct. If you have a replay, submit it to our CS, and they will deal with that. It is against the rules to destroy your own tank to deny the enemy of your hit points. So that means drowning, HEing yourself on a wall, and then also jumping off cliffs. So, I mean, Christian, you can actually turn the stream down. So, I don't know. What tank should I get for bonds? What's available right now, actually? I don't actually know.
The new Czech heavy, right?
Is it? It's clicked off. Okay, give me 1 second. Cabmech, I am going to remake the platoon. Can I? Oh. Wait, why can't I send you an invite?
Hello? Am I back?
What happened to your face? What happened to you? Cabmech? Cabmech? Where'd you go? Camo hacks. Jumping off a cliff, falling into water, shooting HE as you pass the cliff face, and I love it. But yes, still. I report those things whenever obvious. Perfect. Make sure you include the replay. Oh, I didn't know that. Thanks. I'm sorry. I know. Christian, I apologize. I know I talk loudly. It is because I can't hear myself over my own thoughts. So I know. I do. Why can't they just make it painful to do self-destruct? So essentially, because
Hello?
they're... Oh, hi. Welcome back.
I'm back.
What happened?
I don't know. My internet keeps cutting in and out.
Interesting. I know pretty, but the thing is, being able to report people who are doing it intentionally to do things like that, it is much easier to, you know, within the few cases that, you know, people do accidentally, you know, fall into water or flip upside down, self-destruct, or go off a cliff, it is way easier to just, like, deal with banning the people or sanctioning the people that do these kinds of things, so that way they don't continue doing that kind of stuff, than it is to just punish everyone in the accidental case, especially since it is, like, it is unsportsmanlike conduct. And so, like, it's unfair, I feel like, to punish everybody when realistically we can just ban people for unsportsmanlike conduct. So I don't know. I hope
hello?
I don't. Hey,
I'm back again.
welcome back. I don't know what's happening, but
My internet keeps cutting out. I
yeah,
don't know
well,
what's
yeah.
happening.
But it's kind of crazy. I've never seen it do it like that.
Yeah, it's
before.
really weird. It keeps like it's 3 seconds it's out, 3 seconds it's back on, 3 seconds it's out. It's very strange.
Yeah. Ooh. Okay. AS Old Veteran is taking the Pantera.
Pantera. Cowboys from HE double hockey sticks.
Ooh.
Alternatively, you could go with the Italian sports car. Depends what reference you like better.
Heavy Metal says Wargaming needs to upgrade Cab's dial-up. He has good internet for the place in which he lives.
I have the best connection available to me in my semi-rural community.
Economy of making exchange is already tough the higher you go up. It's almost pointless playing World of Tanks with bad economy of making exchange to get anywhere in the game. Anonymous, can you please expand on your sentence? Are you talking about how upper tiers are more expensive? Or
If, fingers crossed Daddy Elon comes out with that Starlink internet a little bit.
Did you just call him Daddy?
If he gives me good satellite internet that's better than what I have right now, yeah, I will call him Daddy Elon.
I love it. I love it. Truly. Update downloading. Well, CapMech does live with a couple of people who
It's probably
download
llama
stuff.
Damn it, llama!
That's your one. That's your one curse word.
That was with 2 M's, no N.
What? That makes no sense.
Oh, I just got a drop.
Oh, you did. Nice.
I got a Cobra emblem and a G.I. Joe inscription. Thanks so much, World of Tanks.
You're welcome. Dean says, I played Klondike like once. It was 24 versus 24. Dean, are you playing during prime time at tier 10? Because if so, you should get grand battles more often. I've gotten Klondike a couple times playing prime time, so. I mean, I know, Corrado, but like that doesn't. The meaning is still the same.
The song remains the same.
Yeah. Anonymous says, you lose earnings for battle, win and lose, starting at tier 6 using just AP and HE with a lot of tanks playing. Understandable. Most people, if they don't have a premium account, they generally will aim for playing at those tiers in order to make credits. So like 6 and 7 are generally for or more accessible for non-premium players to earn credits. Otherwise, you know, World of Tanks, it's kind of like many other different types of games where the expectation or the idea is that, you know, tier 10 is kind of the you know, competitive tier in a way. Like Clan Wars is at tier 10, a couple of other competitive type modes are at tier 10. So, you know, in general, the economy of World of Tanks is kind of designed that way. Tier 10 is expensive.
Exo said, by the way, if you're bad at the game, or if you're new, you should check out Talgrim's Road to Unicum on YouTube.
Yes.
No better place to get good play explained in detail and learn. Highly recommend Talgrim. He is he's a member of our community contributor program. He makes fantastic educational content. You really can't go wrong. That is great advice.
Exchange. You mean like losses? I generally at tier 8 and 9 and 10 with premium account, I generally don't lose credits tier 9 and at tier 8. I don't generally lose credits. Otherwise, like, I don't play tier 10 to make credits.
Yeah, if it depends, if you don't have a premium account, really your money making tiers are tier 5 and tier 6, I believe.
Yes.
I mean, if you're like putting up really good performances, you'll make money at higher tiers anyway, but
yeah,
that's where the economy is really good
like
for you.
If you're not super great at the game, yeah, play the lower tiers. I make credits at tier 8. I'm relatively average at the game.
Texas says or
My
buy at least one
face.
premium tank to earn credits in. Yeah.
Or earn one. Or
Or
earn
earn
one.
one, yeah. A lot of
We have-
opportunities to earn one with bonds or in marathons or
Yes.
but you know, the premium account does help out a lot. Without a premium account, you are sort of playing World of Tanks light. We do World of Tanks, we do consider ourselves an MMO, but the subscription is optional. But we do appreciate those of you who subscribe and support the game and keep our servers running and our paychecks paid. Love you guys. We love the free-to-play players too.
G-Man Joe says, I make credits at 5, 6, 7, and 8. I fire premium at low tier. Seldom play 9 or 10. Very fair. Like, I'm pretty lucky in that, yes, I do work for Wargaming. I do have a premium account. And then outside of that, like, I actually have a huge stockpile of credit boosters. And then besides that, like, obviously, you know, in platoons, if you have a platoon mate who has premium, you get a bonus to your credit and XP earnings. There are many, many different ways to make the most out of the things that happen throughout the month. But yeah, I feel like we do a relatively solid job at offering ways to earn credits to essentially fund playing tier 10. Like, if you look at, you know, other MMOs, playing things like raids and stuff like that requires you to fund those by doing other things. So, I don't know.
But yeah, again, I like you don't have to be in a rush to play tier 10s though. I mean, there's nothing fundamentally about tier 10 unless you're like really keen on doing ranked or clan wars, which obviously require it. But those are like end game activities. If you're a casual player, you can play tier 6 to tier 8 all day and have plenty of fun. That's where most of the tanks that people know and love from like history and stuff are anyway, is tier 5 to tier 8.
Okay.
So I mean, find what you like to do in World of Tanks and don't worry about what anyone else thinks of it. I think Catechus asked about tank rewards. So tank rewards is I don't have any news for you on it, but we didn't talk about this last week. So to reiterate, tank rewards was something that was designed by Muggsy, who is our former community lead back in the day, and it was intended as a and he's a producer too. It was intended as a replacement for our lack of daily missions and stuff like Battle Pass. And that's what it was. It was essentially a way to reward people for playing regularly throughout the month and offer them rewards at the end of the month for doing so. So now we actually do have a Battle Pass and we have daily missions. So the trick for tank rewards is, what does it change into now that its intended purpose has been filled by other things?
Yeah.
So we don't have any news for you on that yet, but it is something we're thinking about and working on pretty regularly.
Yeah, it's not special anymore. It's just you know. Explosive surprise. I sent you an invite in game. If you're out there, like, let me know if you're like in a battle or if you can do that. Otherwise, Wolf, I am going to send you an invite to the platoon because you're the person after Explosive and I haven't seen a response from Explosive. So, Wolf, if you're out there, I sent you an invite.
There are still other ways to earn premium tanks. Probably the biggest one now is the bond shop. Offers you a lot of opportunities. Somebody mentioned earlier that if you can save up and get the Patriot from the bond shop, that's a great way to, if you're a free to play player, to get a real credit earner. That thing will really, if you can learn how to play that well, you're going to have some great great times.
So Explosive says that they're in a battle. Wolf 447. I saw you talking earlier, though. What's the point of tier 10s? I mean, I think in general, having tanks in a tank game is so you can, like, play them. But because tier 10 is where a lot of our competitive and, some event stuff is, I mean...
Don't forget collector's vehicles too.
Yeah. I don't know. Endgame content, essentially, yeah.
So keep in mind the thing with collector's vehicles is that they do have the benefit of being able to swap your crew into them without retraining, but they don't have the credit multiplier that premium tanks do.
Yeah, they're crew trainers. Iron Maiden says they don't play tier 10s. Very fair. Very fair.
An 85M and T6 strong space tank. Oh yeah, 85M is such a good tank too. You can run the 85M. I know it's not quite as good, but like the Rudy and even just the Tech Tree T3485 are still. You'll do decent if you don't have the M yet.
30% coupon. Rick Patton, I was trying to figure out what CPN stood for, and I was like, coupon. Okay, question. For everybody in chat, all you have to do is type 1 or 2. Do you pronounce it coupon or coupon? Or 3 for other pronunciations. Coupon? Seeing a lot of coupons. Coupons. Wait,
Pardon
coupon.
me.
Coupon.
Do you have any gray coupon?
Ooh. Lots of numbers. I don't remember which one I said for which. Did I say coupon for 1 and coupon?
I think it was coupon 1, coupon 2.
Okay, cool. That's what I thought. Kilfy says 1 and 2 depends on what's said before or after. Very fair. It's like when you say the versus the, or data versus data.
You know what always bothered me is the a and. Use and if there's a vowel sound. So technically the correct way, if you're saying, this is the one that gets me, is a history or historical. It's supposed to be in history or an historical, and it just sounds wrong to me. It drives me nuts.
What?
History student problems.
What? What did you say? That doesn't sound grammatically correct.
So if you were to say that's technically the grammatically correct way to say, like, that's an historically accurate movie instead of that's a historically accurate movie.
That's an.
Am I wrong?
That's an.
No, I'm right.
No, that doesn't. No.
No, yeah, I'm right.
No. No. That's not correct. Like, okay, if you are talking about a phrase, so goodness. So when you're saying I have, and then whatever the subject is, it starts with a vowel. Oh, that's this person has picked a what's it called? A preferential tier 8. So pref tier 8. So if you're saying, like, if you're talking about an anteater, you say an. So an anteater. An, a. However, if you're talking about like a phrase or like oh gosh, what is it? I don't know. Yes, an honorable man. An honorable man. So non-rural ape says, for the letter H, the pronunciation dictates the indefinite article. Use a before words where you pronounce the letter H, such as a hat, a house, or a happy cat. Use an before any words you don't pronounce the letter H, such as an herb, or an hour, or an honorable man. So historical, it's definitely a historical. An historical.
Well, this is apparently a debate that's been raging for quite some time.
It doesn't seem like a debate.
Oh no, it is. Trust me, I'm looking at several blogs about it right now.
Oh,
because it's depending on how you phrase it, it is a vowel sound. So, but I'm telling you,
but that's the way it's phrased.
As someone with a history degree, the way that academics use it is it's an history or an historical.
Send me the link to what you're looking at. Anyways, pref tier 8.
Hold on. Kunaman says, Kamek, I have an open ticket with Wargaming. I had a 42% coupon. Still do. Tried to use it on the check out of this sweet deal. The coupon worked through the purchase, but after purchase, it charged full. The ticket is still open. They refunded me, but I'm not sure if I can still get that deal. Is the deal's not in the shop anymore?
Well, if it's a coupon, so if it worked all the way through the purchase, Kunamon, can you send me a message in game with your ticket number, and I will pass that on to one of our CS contacts. Otherwise, Cabmech, pick a Pref tier 8. Yeah,
Pref tier 8.
In-game name is right below my face. Pref tier 8. Pref tier 8. Oh no. Oh no, hero. That sucks. Alright. An educator. Yeah. Grammar. I love it.
Thank you, Dean. I am right. I mean, I don't want to be right. I don't like how it sounds, but I believe that is the correct pronunciation.
Did you read what Modern Warfare said? So a snooty history major overrides the rules of English language?
It doesn't override the rules.
I wanna see this link because it doesn't feel correct.
You say an hour, you don't say a hour.
Yeah, but Rural Ape already listed that out. If you don't pronounce the H, like hour or herb, it's
okay. So the divide on this is based on how historic is pronounced.
Oh.
So the way the British pronounce the word,
Historic.
It's appropriate to use an instead of a, because you pronounce ahistoric. But the way Americans pronounce the word, a is appropriate because we emphasize the H sound.
I'm being bonked. Bonk. Bonk. Oops. Bonk.
Yeah, but in the King's English, history does have a silent H sound.
Did you open up 2 windows, Lady May? Somewhere? Somehow?
Jay Woodorf says most history majors end up learning the phrase, "Do you want fries with that?" or "Welcome to the museum tour." Yeah, or they say, "Welcome to working as intended."
Welcome to working as intended. So I will say, you know what my favorite part about the English accent in the UK?
We fought a war to not pronounce the H. Or we fought a war to pronounce the H.
So, wait, let me tell you the funny thing about things. I don't know how true this is, but I'm going to say it out loud because I want someone to confirm or deny this, if they know for a fact that this is the case. According to somewhere that I read, the accent that the Brits have currently was adopted because they wanted to essentially, I don't know if it was differentiate or if it's because they wanted to not sound like the patriots of the United States.
Yeah, I've heard that before too.
But they changed their accent because of this.
Well, I think I don't know if it was the spite thing is up for debate if I remember.
Okay.
Some of it is just like the socialites in London as the language evolved. It's uncertain how much like as it changed the way Americans spoke became seen as like uneducated and folksy.
Yeah.
But it was because people in the frontier and colonial America weren't up to date on all the latest happenings.
Yeah.
Oatmeal Cookie says we burned down the White House because you didn't pronounce the H.
Oh my goodness. Oh goodness gracious.
Oh boy.
Lieutenant? I don't know.
The main thing that bothers me is the aluminum thing, because the British think we're dumb. They think we're dumb for not pronouncing it aluminium,
Our
but
spelling is different.
They don't know that our spelling is different. Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's often. Ow, my face. I guess I totally understand the, like, depending upon what comes before and after what I'm saying is how I'm going to pronounce something. I think I also say often or often. Like, if I want to enunciate a particular point, I will absolutely be like, I often do this, instead of, I often do that. You know, it's, for me, it's a difference between, like, casual and enunciate. Hey, it's Axel
Sorry, Wolf.
Grease!
I just accidentally blocked Wolf from backing up.
Oh no! Physics abuse?
Isn't the rule for alien based on the spelling, not the pronunciation? So I believe it's based on the pronunciation.
Less and fewer are dependent upon whether you can quantify the amount. I don't remember which one is which, though. You're gonna have to Google that one.
Southern accent evolved from Scots and Irish, allegedly. Well, I mean, like, the Appalachian accent sure did. I'm not sure about Southern as a whole.
Oops, sorry, Lorraine. I bonked you in the front of your face. If the code's not working, it could mean that it is all used up. The code does have a limited amount of uses, so if it is not working, presumably... That was silly. Ow! I'm a dingus. So presumably it may be out of, uses. I apologize. You gotta get here earlier. Now that the code is QR codable, y'all gotta get here quicker. You do. Sneaky! I did not expect to make that
Just
shot.
blame Warchild.
Blame Warchild.
Says
Done
extreme
and done and...
Not just as the ARN rules this, use the article A before word. That start with a consonant sound, not how it's written, and before words that start with vowel sound. Yeah, so it does come to how you pronounce the word.
Isn't it
which is why in historic sounds so horrible to Americans.
In historic. Yeah,
but is technically correct for Brits.
So what you're saying is
A Hetzer in Hetzer.
I saw you, Axel.
Well, it's an Etzer, I'll tell you that much.
And it's right? Or something like that. I don't know.
It's an Etzer.
Okay.
No, Poppet, you joined the Etzer.
Anyways.
That's our revenge, Britain. That right there.
Oh, jeez. I have to do this as well. Okay, so we are going to go through bingo because you guys are all wonderful people. And I want to give you guys an attempt at a possible, which by the way, hydrate, attempt at a potential prize. We are going to do the thing.
It's an hummel. Not a hummel. It's an...
I hate
this
everything.
This is a fun game to play. That's how you that's how you develop a bad English accent, is you just stop pronouncing H's and put N in front of it.
Okay. 5, 4, 1, and then we have 5, 1.
Oh yeah, that's what British people do, be like maths.
Maths. Because they're talking mathematics, which is multiple different what is it called? Distinctions of maths. So anyways, this next run of selections is the person selected the row, and we will be randomizing the column. 5. So the
don't forget Luva.
Yeah.
Do you folks enjoy the Luva?
The Lurva. The first one is row 3. Spot 1 or column 1, and then the next one after that is row 2, column 5. Ooh, you guys are real close today.
It'll always be a low to me.
What? Marcus didn't actually. I'm gonna take your points, Actually, no, I have to refund that. If anybody wants to do select column random row, go for it. But otherwise, Marcus, you only put LOL, so I'm refunding your points, and somebody else can do the select row. So we will roll 1d5. So this is the row. So the row is 2, and the column is 3. So row 2, column 3. Okay. And then we will do the specific squares, which is 5, 4, and 3, 3.
I think I just got a natural 1, chat.
Why are you doing that? Okay, you guys can't do the roll. You have to go into the channel points. But at this point, it doesn't look like you guys will win even with 1 square. So I'm just gonna say, heck it, you guys lost this week. I'm sorry. But I think that's about it. Cadmic, do you want to give any final closing words?
Yeah, good luck in ranked, everyone. Good luck with your battle pass progression. If you just stopped by the stream or enjoyed it, and we're here every Tuesday at 4 p.m. Central U.S. time. And we'll be back next Tuesday at 4 p.m. Central U.S. time. And have a good evening, and get into some grammatical arguments with your family tonight, huh?
Or don't, depending upon your family. On that note, we are going to be rating someone, so if you got, if all of you in chat could give a warm Sherman Gang welcome to Sophie, it would be lovely and amazing. Yeah, anyways,
And
we will see you
yes,
guys.
Jambi John will be streaming tomorrow night.
Yes, we will see you all on Thursday. Well, I will. Jambi tomorrow.
Have a good evening, everyone.
Yes. All right, bye all. Wait.